Okay, what's up, party people? It's Mr. J Harkless, and I have my first Pokemon Showdown Battle, which will be what I do on Saturdays. Just give me a little break from Pokemon Black and the manga solo run, so let's get to it. Okay, I turn my sound off. So I lead off my Chinchino. He leads off with a Deoxys defense form. I go for a workup because I know these things are freaking bulky as hell. He sets up Stealth Rocks, and I just go for another workup, so I have ×2 attack. Then he taunts me because he probably thought I was going to go for another workup, but I return, and I do a huge chunk to the Deoxys, and he sets up Spikes, and I go for another return, so that Deoxys is out, which is good for me. So now he's going to send in a Jirachi, and I go for a Wake Up Slap, and he goes for a Body Slam and gets a Paralyze, which means this thing has Serene Grace as an ability, which is friggin' annoying as hell. So now he Iron Heads me and takes me out. So now I lose my Chinchino. So I'm going to switch into my Vaporeon because it's bulky. Yeah, so he Body Slams me and gets another Paralyze, and I Scald him, and I get a burn, which is what I was hoping for, and I get some leftovers damage. Heal. So he sets up a Wish, and I go for another Scald, and it almost kills. But then I was like, I was gonna go for another one, but then he goes for a Protect to get his Wish off. So now, but it didn't really matter because I got Paralyze hacks. So now he has like 59 HP, but getting withered down by the burn. And he Iron Heads me, and he knew this wasn't gonna go anywhere, so he switches out right now. I believe he switches out here right now, and he goes to his Latios, and I know I have no moves to attack it. I don't have Ice Beam or anything, so I decide to switch out, switch into my Crocodile, because I thought he was go for electric type move of some sort, but instead he Draco Meteors me and takes out my Crocodile. So I go to my Meloetta and he goes for a freaking Surf and gets a crit, and it makes me mad because I went for a Calm Mind. I could have went for a Shadow Ball, but instead, and I thought I could live another Surf, but he goes for Draco Meteor, and that was just not enough to take me out, which sucks. So now I'm gonna go into my Vaporeon again, just to get some more damage on it, because I don't have anything to damage it. But he switches out into his Gengar, and I go for a Scald and get a crit, which is good on my play, because now the Gengar goes for Shadow Ball and dies of Life Orb damage. So yeah, I got pretty lucky there, and I go for a Scald, but there's no target there anymore. Now out comes his Donphan. Since I'm paralyzed, I'm not fast enough, so his Earthquake's gonna take me out, which sucks for me. So I go into my Breloom, and basically, I know I'm faster, but I'm just going to go for a Spore, and he goes back into his Latios, but it doesn't work because he's already burned. So I try to just go for a Seed Bomb, but he goes for a Roost, which blows because that Seed Bomb could have killed. And basically, it turns into some big stall wars at this point, because I go for a Seed Bomb, he goes for Roost, and eventually I just get fed up with it. So I think right here I decide to set up a sub. So I set up a sub right here. So this is this sub focus punching Brelooms from 4th generation which were so popular. So he goes for a Hidden Power Fire, I believe, and I just go for the Focus Punch. And there he dies from his burn damage. So yeah, it's pretty good for me right now. So now basically, out comes his Donphan and Ice Shards, but doesn't quite kill. So I go for another Spore, and then I do the same thing. I set up another sub, and I go for 2 Seed Bombs, because I know Donphan has pretty good physical base defense, so the Seed Bomb doesn't kill, but it does a ton of damage, does more than half. But I'm able to go for another one because Donphan doesn't quite wake up the next turn. So out goes the Donphan. And now he has only 2 Pokemon left, and he's going to go back into his Jirachi, and it's faster, and look what happens. It goes for a Body Slam, and it doesn't even break my sub, so I'm able to go for a Focus Punch, and I get a crit, but I doubt it really mattered because it's neutral effective and pretty powerful. So all he has left is his Lucario, and this is pretty much over because he ice punches, breaks my sub, and I go for another focus punch, and battle's pretty much over. So yeah. I don't know what to say after that. I mean, I cannot believe I won this game. I thought I was going to lose because this guy had a whole bunch of OUs. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like these battles, then leave a comment and I'll make more. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.